Ladies and gentlemen, KIB Productions and the University of York proudly present
A Cut Above the Rest, a comedy drama in one act, brought to you through the magic of Zoom.
So please, turn off all electric devices, except this one.
And sit back and enjoy this comedy gem from the Yorkshire Digital Drama Group.
This is a play about dodgy gangsters looking for diamonds at an old lady's funeral, but also about four people called John Smith, though that is the real name of only one of the characters. So there's sure to be chaos and confusion, and possibly hilarity. But first, you join us at a somber moment, the funeral of a well-respected lady. We are in the lounge of her beautiful house. Chairs are grouped around the coffin. People are drinking tea, eating cake, and murmuring respectfully. The gangsters Big Harry and Snake enter the room and take in the scene.
Remember, act like you're one of the guests, right?
Like who?
Oh, I don't know. Like a grieving relative.
Which relative?
How about like a cousin? Should be distant enough that the family doesn't have to have seen you before. In fact, yes, they last saw you when you were a child, but you moved to somewhere overseas, like, let's see, Jamaica, and no one has seen you since. When you got the news of your beloved aunt's death, you rushed back home to attend her funeral. Yes, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, and don't say anything about the diamonds to anyone.
Say nothing about the diamonds. Well, why mustn't I say nothing about the diamonds?
Because that would attract attention to yourself, you idiot. Then when they discover that the diamonds have been stolen, you'd be a suspect.
Suspect? Oh, right.
Just look at this place. It's a gold mine. What I'd give to have even an hour here alone. I bet there's some fancy artwork just lying around they'd never miss.
I thought we were after the diamonds.
Oh, we are today, but just imagine the possibilities.
Possibilities of what?
Harry, if you want Joe to give you your own jobs, you have to start thinking for yourself.
Think for myself, right.
Harry, you can't act stupid and expect to get somewhere.
Somewhere. Where am I going, Snake?
Exactly the answer I expected from an Einstein like yourself. Just don't screw this one up, you hearing me, Harry?
Okay, Snake.
Right, let's go over this. Repeat back to me what you say when you meet these old farts and they ask you who you are. What do you say?
I say, hi, I'm Harry. I'm from Jamaica. I'm a cousin, and I miss my aunt so much. I came back from Jamaica to attend her funeral.
No, you don't.
I don't.
You don't say you're Harry.
Oh, I don't say I'm Harry.
Right.
Right.
Got it?
But what if?
What now?
What if they ask my name?
What if they ask your name? Oh, I don't know. Say something common like Mark, Tom or John. Something every idiot is called.
Oh, okay. Well, I'll be Tom. Tom Jones.
No, you idiot, not Tom Jones.
Oh, geez, Snake, you don't have to be so mean about it. It's not an unusual name.
Sorry, Harry. I'm sure your mother would have loved you for you to have been called Tom Jones. I mean, you look just like him.
Like who?
Jeez, just choose another name. Now go and see if you can see the diamonds anywhere. You keep your mouth shut unless someone talks to you, and I'll ask the questions.
Got it.
Big Harry and Snake start to mingle with the crowd of mourners. Harry casually inspects the pictures and the wall, and when he thinks no one is looking, he peers behind them, looking for a safe. Snake joins the other guests, looking sad and sympathetic. He pats them on the arm a lot and smiles sadly in a conciliatory way, which makes everyone uncomfortable. Rachel Davenport, the sister of the deceased, enters the room and approaches the Reverend.
Excuse Excuse me, Reverend.
Yes, Miss Davenport?
Are all the guests here? My sister is very distraught, and she'd like to get the service over with as quickly as possible.
Yes, Miss Davenport, but I believe we should wait a while. Miss Davenport, the funeral is scheduled for 10 o'clock and it's only about 22. People still seem to be arriving.
Yes, of course. Reverend, I believe my sister did request an open casket, and the casket is closed.
Yes, I know the casket is still closed, Miss Davenport. People are still having this lovely tea and cake, which tends to go down much better with the deceased safe and sound inside a closed casket, don't you think?
Oh, yes, of course. But will you open it during the ceremony?
Naturally, Miss Davenport. Now, if either you or your sister are in need of spiritual guidance, feel free to speak to me after the ceremony. Perhaps we can sit in the garden and chat. I always find the Lord seems closest to us in times of strife.
I'll tell Ethel. Do you mind if we begin as soon as possible?
Just a few more minutes, I promise you.
Excuse me, I need to be with my sister. Will someone let us know when the service is about to begin?
The Reverend nods at Rachel, chewing a mouthful of cake. She leaves the room and Snake sidles up to the Reverend.
Tragic, isn't it? I'll really miss her. Struck down in the prime of her life.
Well, she was 98.
Struck down in the prime of her old age.
It's difficult when you suffer from a prolonged illness.
Oh, illness is a terrible way to die.
Well, yes, it is. But I feel that illness is the Lord's way of preparing us for the journey ahead.
Me? I can think of better ways to go, you know what I mean?
Snake winks lewdly at the Reverend and digs him in the ribs. The Reverend looks horrified.
We do not choose the time or place. It is up to the Lord to decide.
Yes, well, it sounds like she was well prepared, eh? Oh, by the way, would you say that Miss Davenport was as well prepared with, other things?
Other things?
Things she was leaving behind. Worldly possessions. Things she couldn't take with you, if you get my drift.
My work only dealt with preparing her for life everlasting. I assume her other affairs were in order, but I believe her solicitor, Miss Grimm, would know more about that.
Miss Grimm. Right. Thanks, Reverend. You've been very helpful.
Oh, you'll need a songbook for the service.
Snake opens the book and wipes his eyes dramatically.
Oh, this was her favourite hymn. She used to sing it to me when I was just a boy.
I wasn't aware that she had any younger relations.
Distant, you know. Third cousin removed. Moved away to Jamaica when I was very young. But as she always said, it's not the quantity of time you spend with someone, it's the quality of that time.
Oh, well said, sir. Well said. In fact, I might include that in my eulogy, if I may.
Oh, no problem.
Would you like a piece of cake? I'm quite full, actually. Why don't you take mine?
Sure, thanks.
Snake takes the cake with his right hand and struggles to eat with his left hand, which is occupied with the songbook. The Reverend beams at him serenely.
Let me put that in your pocket for you.
The Reverend slips the songbook into Snake's pocket.
Thanks again.
May I ask your name?
Oh, it's John Smith. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to check on my friend over there.
The police captain, Funis van Staden, enters the room and moves to join his constable, John Smith, who really is called John Smith.
Hey, John, see you're already here.
I thought I'd come early and scope the place out.
See anything suspicious?
Well, that chap over there is behaving a bit strangely.
John points in the direction of Big Harry.
But besides him, nothing seems to be unusual.
Any sign of the diamonds?
Well, they're certainly not on display here. I had a quick look around and the rest of the house as well. And actually, I can't see them anywhere.
Well, whoever it was that gave us that tip said that someone at the funeral today would be very interested in the Devonport diamonds.
Did they give us a tip as to who the interested party would be?
As if we get that lucky, no. These guys are clever, too clever to get caught easily. It's usually one of their own guys trying to get himself promoted and getting rid of the competition.
Got it. What have you learnt about the Devonports?
Well, there were 3 of them, all spinsters, I believe. Their father, let's just say he dabbled in lots of small enterprises. Anyway, nothing he did was ever proved to be illegal. And when he died, he left a huge fortune to the eldest daughter, most of which was tied up in a necklace containing no fewer than 200 flawless diamonds.
Wow, the famous Devonport diamonds.
There are 2 sisters left, Miss Ethel and Miss Rachel Devonport. Miss Ethel does charity work for the local church, and Miss Rachel breeds show bulldogs. That's about it.
Okay, got it.
Okay, let's mingle. You keep an eye on the big guy and see what you can get out of him. And I'll chat to the other guests to see if anyone knows anything about the diamonds.
The captain moves off to chat to the other guests, and Constable John Smith wanders over to talk to Harry.
Tragic, isn't it? Tragic. How did you know her?
Who?
The deceased.
The deceased? Oh, I knew her when I was a small child in Jamaica. My aunt, you know.
Oh, I didn't know she lived in Jamaica.
We were very close.
Sorry, I didn't mean to offend you.
Me and my aunt, very close.
Really sorry.
I came back especially for the funeral.
Of course you did. I would too if I were in your position.
Very close.
I'm really very sorry for your loss.
Thanks. Look, I've got to go.
Oh, it's been a pleasure meeting you, John Smith.
The real John Smith holds out his hand, and Harry shakes it, repeating the name.
John Smith.
That's right. And you are?
From Jamaica. Goodbye.
But John Smith keeps hold of Harry's hand and continues shaking it.
These rich people, I hear your aunt was very rich.
Yeah, we were very close, me and my aunt.
She must have looked stunning when she was younger with that diamond necklace, eh?
Diamonds? Oh, no, I don't nothing about diamonds. Nothing about diamonds.
Really?
Look, I have to go.
Of course. Oh, yes, of course.
Police constable finally releases Harry's hand, and he scuttles off to talk to Snake. John Smith watches them out of the corner of his eye.
Snake!
Snake pulls Harry away to a corner with a fixed grin on his face. He speaks to him through gritted teeth.
Don't call me Snake, not here.
Sorry, Snake.
Harry, did you hit every branch of the stupid tree when you fell out of it? What?
That guy was asking about the diamonds.
Really? What did you say?
I said what you told me, that I don't know nothing about any diamonds.
Then there's no harm done.
Snake, you don't think he's also here to steal the diamonds?
Better bloody well not be. This is our turf, this place. We're the ones that got the tip-off. Right. Look, Harry, I'll check him out, OK? You just look for the diamonds.
I can't see them anywhere, Snake. I looked in all the usual places.
Did you check for a hidden wall safe?
Yeah, I checked behind all the pictures, nothing.
Loose wall panels?
Not one.
Hollow sounding floorboards?
Oh, no, I haven't checked those yet.
Go and check those. Just don't make it obvious what you're doing.
OK, Snake.
Harry taps the floor panel near him with his foot surreptitiously and continues to do so for several minutes, humming to himself as if he's tapping his feet to music. The other guests look at him strangely. Then he drops to the ground to check out a panel in more detail. The solicitor, Miss Grimm, approaches him.
Excuse me, sir, but have you lost something?
Ooh, me?
Well, you're the one searching the floor.
Searching the floor. Yeah, it's my cufflink. I lost my cufflink.
Do you need any help?
Oh, no help at all.
Oh, did you find it then?
No, not yet, but I really don't want to put you to any trouble.
Honestly, no trouble at all. I mean, you'd want to find it before the service, wouldn't you? I'd love to help.
The solicitor is eyeing Harry as though she finds him very attractive. He gets even more flustered.
But before I help you, you simply must tell me your name.
My name? Oh, it's John.
Such a lovely masculine name. So strong. John who?
John Smith. Yeah, that's it. John Smith.
Miss Grimm, the pleasure's all mine. Shall we get down on our hands and knees and explore every possible angle?
They both kneel and start to search for the missing cufflink. The solicitor flirts outrageously with Harry all the while. Meanwhile, in another part of the room, Snake approaches Captain Thunis.
Excuse me, sir, but are you a relative?
No, I'm an old family friend. And you?
She was my aunt. Bless her.
I'm so sorry.
She will be sorely missed.
I wasn't aware that she had a nephew.
Oh, it's like a distant relationship between us, like a third cousin, but I call her my aunt. We lost contact when I moved to Jamaica when I was young, but I will always remember her kindness to me.
She was always very kind.
And you probably knew her better than I did after all this time.
I wouldn't say I knew the family that well.
May I ask you a big favour? Since you're such an old family friend, do you mind pointing out who's who around here? It's been so long, and they've all changed so much.
I'm really not sure I'm the best one to ask.
Well, I'm sure you can point some people out to me.
Well, that's the Reverend Waters, who is conducting the service.
Lovely Christian chap, eh? And her?
I don't think she's family. I think she might be the lawyer.
Snake nods and points to John Smith, the real one.
And him?
Oh, I don't know him.
Really? I could swear I saw you talking to him earlier.
Did I? Well, maybe, but I didn't catch his name.
Pity. Well, if you remember it, will you let me know? He just looks so familiar, you know. I'd hate him to recognise me and feel like an idiot. Anyway, nice to have chatted with you, sir. May I ask your name?
Oh, I'm John Smith. And you?
John Smith. Oh, I see somebody I remember. Over there. I really should go talk to them.
The last guests walk into the room. Snake leaves Captain Thunis and follows the new guest to engage them in conversation. Thunis moves over to talk to John Smith.
Hi, Captain. I spoke to that weird guy.
He points to Big Harry, who is now standing up, peering at the floor.
And?
I don't think he's all there upstairs, if you know what I mean.
Oh, what a shame. Relation.
Nephew of the deceased. He knew her when she lived in Jamaica, which should rule him out as a suspect. Perhaps we should interview the family, see what they know.
Good idea. Oh, John, by the way, if anyone asks, I said I was you.
You said you were me. What? Why?
Because you know my name is well known in the diamond smuggling circles, and your name is well, it could belong to anyone.
Well, thanks, boss. Now I feel really special. But listen, I already told the weird guy I was called John Smith.
Oh, bollocks. Well, just don't say anything to anyone else if you can help it. And if they do, make something else up, something else common.
Well, fine, but you owe me.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I may have your attention, the service will begin in about 5 minutes. If I may ask you all kindly to take your seats. When the service is over, Miss Grimm will read the last will and testament of the deceased. Miss Devonport has requested that only close relatives and friends remain for the reading. Thank you, and remember to get your songbooks. Now then, where's Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith? Mr. Smith?
All 4 of the Mr. Smiths jump up together and look around them. Then 3 sit down looking embarrassed. The Reverend looks pointedly at Snake.
Would you mind terribly if I ask you to fetch the Devonport sisters from upstairs now that the service is about to begin?
Oh, not at all, not at all.
Snake goes off to get the grieving sisters, and Miss Grimm approaches Harry, smiling at him in a flirty way.
Is this seat taken? Good then. Are you staying for the reading of the will afterward?
Oh, I suppose so.
Oh, but you said you were close, were you not?
Oh, yeah, very close.
Then it's settled. You simply must stay. If you ask me, though, it's a pity about those diamonds.
Oh, I don't know nothing about any diamonds.
Really? Gosh, I thought everyone knew about the Devonport diamonds.
Nothing about no diamonds.
Well, I'll tell you what, it's a damn shame.
What is?
That she wants to be buried with them.
Buried with them?
Yeah, you heard me. The deceased is taking 2 million's worth of diamonds and throwing them in the ground. 2 million? You know what a girl could do with that money?
Honestly, no.
Well, I do. But as a solicitor, I must respect the last will and testament of the deceased. I'm just so frustrated. I don't know what to do. I need a distraction.
At this, Miss Grimm grasps Harry's thigh and looks at him longingly. Harry is so stressed and confused, he continues to be oblivious to her advances.
Oh, you could ask Snake. He always knows what to do.
And Snake?
Oh, yeah, he's the guy that... never mind.
Who?
No one. Sorry. Look, I have to go.
Did I say something wrong?
Miss Grimm sighs heavily as Harry leaves. Rachel sits down next to Miss Grimm and Ethel sits down next to Rachel. Ethel is weeping softly.
Morning, Jemima.
Morning, Rachel. Ethel, I'm so sorry for your loss.
Appreciate it, Jacinda.
She was a good age.
I know, but we'll miss her terribly.
She was like a mother to us.
Yes, because by the time Ethel and I were born, she was already 20.
We never knew our mother, you see, as died giving birth to us.
And that's why we're respecting her wishes to be buried with the diamonds.
Aren't you concerned about their safety? I mean, they're worth a lot of money.
Not at all, Jessica. The only people who know about the diamonds are you, me, and Ethel.
But really? Oh, what about the open casket? Won't everyone get a good view of the diamonds when it's opened?
I'm not a fool, Jemima. I know how much those stones are worth, and that's why they're hidden under her favourite lace collar. No one will see them there.
Naturally. Good idea. Will you excuse me for a second? Business matters to attend to, you know?
Miss Grimm stands up and goes in search of Harry, but Harry is trying to catch Snake's attention.
Snake!
I told you not to call me that.
Oh, I'm sorry, Snake.
What is it? Did you finish checking the floorboards?
No, not yet. But Snake?
Harry, we talked about this. If you want your own jobs, you must learn to be thorough. You need to do your job properly from start to finish.
Yeah, I know, Snake, but...
The problem is that now you've left it too late. There's no way you could check them without people noticing you doing it.
That lady solicitor said...
You've gone and buggered up another job, Harry. Well done. Jeez. All I asked for was a simple thing. Check the floorboards. Did you do it?
Well, no, but she said...
I don't give a damn what she said. Finish checking the damn floorboards so we can find the stones. Why do I always have to fix things?
Fine.
You get your ass into gear and I'll check out these other two guys. Make sure they're not here for the diamonds as well.
Miss Grimm approaches them, trying to catch Harry's attention with a loud stage whisper, but Harry is sulking too much to notice.
Mr. Smith! Mr. Smith! Mr. Smith!
Harry turns around, and so too do Snake, Captain Thunis, and the actual real John Smith. When Harry waves and approaches her, Snake, Thunis, and John all turn around quickly, as if they never heard themselves being called in the first place.
Yeah?
I must speak to you. It's urgent.
Okay.
You know I told you about the diamonds earlier.
Diamonds?
Listen, I never told you about the diamonds, okay? And you never told anyone else, right?
You never told me about the diamonds.
Thank heavens. You mustn't tell anyone about the diamonds. No one.
Say nothing about the diamonds. I can do that. Look, I've got to go.
Oh, wait. John Smith, I have an idea.
You have an idea?
John Smith, can I trust you?
Can you trust me? Yeah, I think so.
Well, the fact is, I've been looking for someone just like you for a long time.
Really? Like me?
Someone big and strong.
Well, I was always big for my age.
John, if I can trust you, I can trust you. Oh, good. Then I'll tell you something that nobody else knows. And if I tell you, will you promise to help me?
Help you?
John, only you can do what I want, what I need. John, I want you.
You want me? You sure?
Yes, you. I'm sure.
Gosh, really? Okay, I'll help you. What do you need?
I need those diamonds.
You need those diamonds? What?
How astute of you. Yes, John. I want you to get the diamonds for me.
Why do you want them? I mean, aren't you all like rich?
Rich? Can't be with what they pay me, which is absolutely nothing.
They don't pay you nothing?
Well, almost nothing.
Oh, that's terrible.
You know what it's like to go through day after day without food, maybe a little water.
No, my mother makes me sandwiches every morning with peanut butter and syrup.
You still have your mother? I wish I did. I miss her so much.
Oh, shame. She dead?
Oh, dead? No. Very sick with cancer.
Oh, well, I don't know what I'd do if my mother was very ill.
I didn't want to say it before, but I need those diamonds to pay for my mother's operation, for the cancer.
Oh, so it's for your mother then?
Oh, I just love her so much. John, will you help me?
Okay. Yeah, I suppose. Well, what must I do?
The diamonds are around her neck, but hidden under her collar.
Under her collar.
The casket will be open for viewing. People will go up to the casket to pay their last respects to the dead. I'll distract the sisters, and you steal the diamonds as you bend over and kiss her goodbye.
What, you want me to kiss a dead old lady? Look, I don't know if I can do that.
John, I'm confused. I thought you wanted to help me.
Well, I do, only why do I have to kiss her?
John, you're telling me we don't have a deal?
No, we do have a deal, but...
John, if you don't help me, nobody will, and you'll kill my mother. You promised.
Oh, my mother did tell me never to break a promise. Okay.
When you're in the queue, I need you to wait for my signal first before you take them.
What's the signal?
Let's see. Okay, I'll pretend to faint when I'm talking to the sisters, and then you take the diamonds.
You faint, and I take the jewels. Got it.
All right, I'll go now, and you wait for my signal. And don't say a word to anyone about this.
Snake suddenly appears from behind a chair, giving Harry a fright.
Harry?
Oh, yikes, Snake. Oh.
While you were chatting to your new friend, I was slaving away checking the floorboards, talking to people, etc., etc. But don't thank me, Harry.
Okay.
Listen, I think I've figured out where the diamonds might be. It's the one place we haven't looked. Geez, Harry, stop sulking and listen. What if they are on the dead old lady?
Dead old lady?
Yes, you idiot. What if she is in fact wearing them right now?
Wearing them right now?
I was talking to the Reverend just now when it struck me. The Reverend was telling me about the diamonds, how she never went without them, even on her deathbed.
Uh-huh.
So then it hit me, the brilliant idea like a flash of inspiration from the heavens. What if she was still wearing them? What if they never took them off her?
Okay.
And the Reverend basically confirmed it when I asked her. All you have to do, Harry, is search the body when you get up to go and pay your last respects.
Why do I always have to search the body?
Huh?
I mean, why don't you search the body?
Because she's your dead aunt. You're the one who was unhappy at her passing.
You also want me to kiss her, don't you?
Hey, that's a good idea. You kiss her and I'll distract the old ladies. Wait for my signal and then you go once the coffin is opened.
What's the signal?
Well, you know I'm quite good friends with the old ladies since I fetched them from upstairs earlier.
Uh-huh.
I'll take them aside to talk to them, and then when I'm talking to them, you get the diamonds.
Okay.
Jeez, Harry, you could act a little less depressed for crying in a bucket. If I'm right, I've saved us after all.
The Reverend clears his throat, ready to give an announcement.
Before we begin the ceremony, we will be opening the casket for anyone who wants to pay their last respects to the deceased. If I may ask an able-bodied man to assist me with the opening of the casket, please, as I find it is rather heavy to open on my own.
Of course, Reverend.
Harry, did you see that?
What?
Don't you think that was a little too helpful?
Helpful?
That guy rushing forward to help the Reverend with the coffin like that.
Oh, maybe he was just being nice.
Nice, my arse. I'm beginning to think that maybe those two know about the diamonds. I bet he's given the old lady the once-over right now.
You think they're after the diamonds as well?
Yes, you moron. I'm sure of it. When I spoke to him earlier, that guy said he had never met the other guy.
John Smith?
Yes, him. John Smith said he had never met that guy there.
Snake points at John Smith, the real one.
John Smith?
No, you idiot. That guy said that he had never met that guy.
Snake points first at the captain and then at the constable.
John Smith.
Stop saying that.
What?
Look, you dumbass, that one over there. He said that he had never met the other one.
Oh, I'm confused, Snake.
Oh, what a surprise. Anyway, the point is they've done nothing but talk to each other and poke around the whole day. And now Mr. John Smith goes and helps the Reverend with the coffin. I'm betting he knows that the jewels are on the body as well, Harry. You've got to get to them before they do.
But how will I do that? He's standing right by the coffin.
I don't care, Harry. You find a way.
If everyone can form a line, starting with the Devonport sisters, then we can all pay our last respects to the deceased.
The guests stand up and form a line. Harry sprints forward to try squeeze in front of the police captain, but fails. Snake motions at him to get nearer to the coffin, so he starts pushing forward, muttering, "Excuse me," and "Sorry," coming through. Some of the guests look shocked, and Ethel weeps loudly into her tissue.
An orderly line, please. Starting with the Devonport sisters. Now we will pay our last respects to the deceased. I can see our Lord's light shining out of her face, and yes, I believe she's already watching over us from on high, together with the heavenly choir of angels. Lord, I ask you to bless this woman and her family as I bless her now.
The Reverend bends over the coffin and blesses the body.
You may now pay your last respects to the dead.
The Reverend stands aside and waves the line forward. Ethel Devonport goes forward first, followed by Rachel, then Captain Funis, then Harry, who stands much too close to the detective, almost squashing him. Snake nods his approval and turns to chat to the Devonport sisters and try to lead them away. At the same time, Miss Grimm gives a loud cry and clutches her chest. As she is standing next to the coffin, the sisters turn back to help her, thwarting Snake's plan. Miss Grimm collapses dramatically on the floor next to the coffin. The sisters rush to help her. Harry is watching the whole scene with amazement. Snake motions to him to get on with it, so Harry bursts into tears and prostrates himself over the coffin.
Doctor! A doctor! Is there a doctor in the house?
I am. This woman needs immediate attention. CPR.
Snake rushes forward, bends down, and pushes Miss Grimm's chest hard, making her cough.
It's working. She's coming back to us.
Snake starts to give her the kiss of life, and Miss Grimm thrashes around, gurgling.
Oh, thank the Lord.
I cannot work like this with everyone watching. I need you all to gather in that corner. You, sir, I need your assistance.
Snake is pointing at Harry, who is sobbing over the body.
Hold on a minute.
Hold on, sir. This poor woman is dying. She can't hold on.
But
if you won't help her, I will.
No, he's my assistant. I need him.
Don't worry. I learnt CPR. Let me check her.
No, I want my assistant.
I'll get him for you.
No, stop. Don't go near him. I'll use this man.
With that, Snake pulls John Smith down next to the thrashing Miss Grimm.
There's a pulse, ladies and gentlemen.
All the guests cheer. Harry is still by the coffin, looking worried and confused. Harry mouths, "They're not there." Snake mouths back, "What?" Harry mouths back, "They're not there," and starts to quickly search the rest of the body. Snake motions at him to keep looking.
Thank God she's saved.
Yes, there's breathing.
I'm okay. It's all right. I'm okay.
The crowd mutter their thanks, and there are a few half-hearted cheers. Snake bows.
It's what doctors do. All part of the day's work, eh? Would you excuse me for a second? I need to have a talk with my assistant. Would you mind holding the fort and watching the patient?
If you trust me with her.
Who wouldn't trust you?
Someone should call an ambulance. Miss Devonport, may we use your phone, please?
Certainly, I'll show you where it is.
As they leave the room, Snake leads Harry away from the other guests so they can talk privately.
The jewels?
They're not there, Snake.
What do you mean they're not there?
I'm really sorry, Snake. They just weren't there.
Did you even bloody look properly?
Yes, I look properly.
Sorry to interrupt you two, but I just want to thank you personally, Doctor, for saving Miss Grimm. She's only been working for us a short while, but we're quite fond of her. Excuse me?
Sorry, I need to go to speak to that poor sick woman.
Harry crosses to where Miss Grimm and John Smith are talking.
I hope you've come to apologise.
Apologise? Yeah.
Would you give us a minute? I'm really feeling much better.
Well, okay, but take it easy. I'll be right over there if you need me.
Did you get the jewels?
No, there were no jewels.
What? Did you check under the lace collar?
Yeah, exactly like you told me. There was nothing there.
That can't be. I mean, Rachel Devonport herself told me she put them there just before the ceremony.
Look, I'm not lying.
How would I know? I mean, I just met you today. You probably took the diamonds for yourself.
Hey, I thought we had a deal.
So did I.
They are interrupted by a loud cry from Ethel, who is standing by the coffin.
Diamonds, they're gone.
It's true, they're gone.
Calm down, everyone. We'll sort this out. I'm with the police.
Officer, I know who took the diamonds. Arrest John Smith. He's the one with the jewels.
Snake points at Captain Funis and shouts accusingly.
But hang on a minute. You're called John Smith.
What?
I can assure you, miss, that I am a police officer. This is my badge, and my name is really Venus Van Staden.
That's right. And that's the real John Smith.
Miss Grimm is pointing at Harry.
No, I'm not. He is.
Harry is pointing at John Smith.
No, sir, you stand corrected. The real John Smith is over there.
The captain is pointing at Snake. Now they are all pointing at different people.
Oi, I haven't gone near those bloody diamonds.
It would seem that there is some confusion as to which John Smith took the diamonds. Might I suggest that you search them all?
Would any of you object to being searched?
John, Harry and Snake all say no and shake their heads. Everyone stops pointing at everyone else.
I can vouch for this man, the real John Smith. He's my partner, and he's clean.
Funis searches Harry and then Snake. He finds the songbook in his pocket and holds it aloft.
What have we here?
It's a bloody songbook for the bloody service, okay?
It's a map to this house with, let's see, a list of where to look for the diamonds. Oh, and a contact number and address for Dean the Snake Maroney.
What? No, listen, I haven't gone near those bloody stones. I've been framed. You have to believe me.
Been wanting to get hold of Miss Maroney for a long time. Even if we haven't got the diamonds, we've got him.
You've got nothing on me. I don't have the diamonds on me. You can't prove anything.
I think we can talk about this down at the station. John, handcuff this man and take him to the car.
Harry, tell them I had nothing to do with it. Harry!
Who is Harry?
John and Funis lead Snake out of the room. The Reverend approaches Rachel.
Would you like to continue with the service, my dear?
Don't think so. I think I'll take Ethel upstairs and put her to bed, if you don't mind.
Certainly, my dear. We can always do this another time. I'll let myself out.
The guests leave one by one. Miss Grimm stalks off without saying a word to anyone and slams the door behind her. When they are alone, the Reverend turns to Harry.
Harry, hold these for a moment, will you?
Your bingo. My, they really are beautiful diamonds.